Hey, this is Sam Black with Red White in Standard. Looks like I'm on the draw with a pretty solid hand. That was a good draw. I was hoping my opponent would play some sweet 3-drop that I could Lightning Strike, but missing lands is about as good for me. Here, I think my opponent probably has a removal spell, so I'm going to play Seeker to bait the removal spell and try to save Monastery Mentor until I have 5 mana so I can play it and Lightning Strike. Everything went according to plan, and I play Evo Siege. Cons, of course, on a do board at the beginning of the game. Hoping to hit a land here. Well, I guess that'll work. Yeah, I'm gonna play this. It's certainly not a board where I'd play Chandra if it was in my hand, but I think it's worth playing a free Chandra this turn. And now if I hit an untapped land, I can play Mentor and Chained and Lightning Strike and get 2 guys right off the top. Alright, so he's going to make a Goblin and then use that to stoke. Probably kill Chandra here with Stoke the Flames and a Rebel Master attack. Or Goblin attack, I guess it's all the same. Alright, I think I'm gonna let Seeker go. Well, yeah, I want to kill his Rebel Master for sure here. I'm just gonna Lightning Strike the Rebel Master. Maybe what I should have done is played the Seeker and the Chained Throx and the Lightning Strike. Yeah, that's what I should have done. I have regrets. Alright, now do I want to get another Outpost Siege going, or do I want to kill my opponent's guys? It's pretty close, but I think I'm just going to get another Outpost Siege going. Also on cons. Our stance isn't great here, but it has a cute interaction with protecting this Rebel Master at least long enough to make a guy. I guess I want to play Chain to the Rocks now to trigger Prowess. And I'm actually tempted to just leave the monk on defense. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I don't think the 2 damage is super important, and my life total is low enough that I don't really want to let these goblins hit me. If he deals with the Rebel Master, I want to lightning strike a goblin and block the other one. So I could have left the Rebel Master around to force the other goblins to attack, and then I get to block one and eat one, but the Rebel Master makes one, so it's the same, obviously. Alright. Well, use it or lose it, so I might as well kill one of these goblin tokens. And now there's no reason not to attack with the monk. Well, that looks great. Okay, so I'll play the Mentor. And I'll play the Grandmaster. I guess now I don't have enough mana to buy back the Stoke the Flames, but that's okay. I guess Rebel Master might as well stay back. Yeah, I'll just send in the goblins. I would like to save my Stoke until I untap if I can. If I can do it without losing either of these. I'm tempted to just take the hit so that I can untap and have buyback Stoke the Flames, but I think I just win here since my opponent's tapped out. And I seem to have a lot going for me. Okay, so I don't gain the 4 life, but my opponent doesn't have any blockers. I think that means my opponent's just dead. Possibly on board to the Rabble Master, but certainly to whatever I'm drawing. I suppose technically, since I'm not counting, I should have had a stop in my upkeep to play the Magma Jet to scry before drawing. But again, I'm pretty sure my opponent is just taking lethal right now. And rather than count, I'll play this and get some more prowess triggers. Alright. Quite dead. So, now I need to figure out how to sideboard. I think I want more of this card draw stuff. Stoke is interesting because my opponent showed me Rebel Master, but it doesn't really. I mean, showed me Storm Breath, but it's not great against the rest of the cards. Not into Valorous Stance here. I am into Glare for my opponent's creatures and chains, and I'm into Erase for chains and Outpost Siege. And I'm into Magma Spray and Arc Lightning. This is way too many cards. I think Rabble Master is actually not very good. I think it's too easy to answer efficiently. I think I want to go with better threats and cheaper spells. Hushwing Griff seems really bad. I'm actually tempted to move away from Chain the Rocks. Chain the Rocks doesn't answer Storm Breath, and it's a sorcery, and it exposes me to Glare and Erase and Peak Corruption, potentially. I've never cut it before, but I think it seems right here, given how much removal I have, and given that I want Stoke for Storm Breaths. And seems like a lot of Glare and Erase. It might be too much. I'm going to cut one of each of them and try it like this. Alright, I just noticed that I just adjusted my audio settings, so I'm probably suddenly louder, but I think it's for the best. So I didn't do that earlier. Anyway, I'm going to mulligan here and keep this. I actually had my audio way down, which could account for some of the problems that I've had in my videos before. I just never noticed that it was minimized. I don't want to draw another Stoke. Just looking for lands to get to 4 to play Outpost Siege, really. Outburst is pretty good here. Monastery Mentor will just die, which is a strong argument for not playing it. Yeah, I think I should just hold off on it. The upside where it lives is really great, but it's almost impossible. There's just so much removal in this matchup after sideboarding. So I think it's better to at least wait until I can play it. And also the fact that I have Wild Slash makes me want to wait, because it means that with one more mana I can play it and Wild Slash, although I'd probably play Outpost Siege first. Uh-oh, my opponent hit the first Outpost Siege. Land? No. Next best thing, I guess. This is getting to be a problem. This is a horrible use of a lightning strike, but I think I just have to start dealing with these things. That's good. Getting a little value here. Well, also losing some value. I mean, I did Lightning Slash a Goblin token from a Hordling Outburst, but I countered my opponent's Wild Slash, so... I like getting to block. I'm a little afraid that it means Chandra's coming. Okay. Well, if Seeker lived, maybe Mentor can live. Either way, I'm kind of obligated to play it at this point. Can't just hang out behind an Outpost Siege. And I can't attack because I have to be able to block after one removal spell is used on one of my creatures. If both of these creatures somehow live, I might have a shot here. Well, that's not the worst for me. Now I can glare that and Magma Spray. Play Outpost Siege, but I'm probably too far behind on life. Another Hordling Outburst. Unfortunately, I have to block here. in this game, but play this, name cons, go to 3, and then I don't really know where it gets better from there. Yeah, no, this saves me. Alright, so my opponent still has chains in and has Brimaz, so I actually like Glare and Erase quite a bit. These little tokens are a problem. Stoke the Flames, as predicted, wasn't great. Maybe I just have to hope that all of my red spells are good enough against Storm Breath and cut some Stokes. I will mulligan this and this and keep this. Seems like a really hard match to win after double mulligan, especially with a hand with no pressure. And Stoke is among my worst cards. I guess I need to find an actual threat, as much as I do want to get to 4 mana. Okay, well, that was the best card I could draw. Now I just need an untapped land. Now I'm back in the game if my opponent doesn't have an Erase. Or Absent Advantage, or whatever. Alright, well, I don't have any cheap spells other than Erase to try to play if I wait on this thing, so I'll just cast it and make my opponent at least spend time answering it. Plus, if it gets answered with the Chain of the Rocks, then it turns on Erase, which lets me put this into play for 1 mana at instant speed, which could be pretty good. Not what happened, though. Creatures really aren't great in this matchup. I'm at a pretty big disadvantage for not having Hordling Outburst. Alright, well now I really have to find a 4th land immediately. That will not do. I guess I have to Lightning Strike this. And then take 6 and go to 4. If my opponent doesn't have anything and I draw a land, I could theoretically stabilize from there, but not in practice. That'll do it.